My people. Hey. Oh boy. So when this works. It's all slow. It's all sluggish. Oh my god. I can't tell when anyone's here or not. That was weird. Dang, 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 brr. All right. Welcome to Saturday, fine folks. Hope you guys are having a good Saturday and a good Labor Day weekend. Hope y'all are grilling up some good stuff. Hey, what's going on, Bob the Raptor and Little Joe? What you up to? What's going on, Jared? Doing good, man. It's hot as blizzes out here. It's like 100 degrees today. Just came inside. Doing good. Thanks, Jared. Love you too. I am, yeah. So the Ryder DLX, I am using that thing. So hey, what's up, Jimmy? So the problems I've had with that thing, they ended up sending me a new control panel because that thing went out. Hey, what's going on, Adam? So we had so I replaced that thing, and then and that took an hour and a half. That was like during like them transitioning in the whole COVID thing. Hour and a half on hold. That was unfun. Oh, you guys are doing it live too. Ah, shoot, man. And then they're sending out like a new I don't know, thermostat, or what you want to call it, like a temp probe thermostat. And then the fire starter. So we shall see how it goes. It's still burning like crazy down hot so far, and some of the paint's peeled off and everything else, and I've not cooked on it much, but I do have a couple of videos on it that I need to edit up. What's going on, Biggs? Did you get my note? Change your title or your video. Don't make it the date. Nothing personal, brother. I mean, if you want to make a date, knock yourself out. Hey, Rob. How's it going? Wazering is 7 Eastern. Yeah, hour and a half and old. But second time I called it up, they're actually real nice. And it only took like, literally took a couple minutes. So we shall see how it goes. Still have like some other parts to replace, I guess. And see what happens. I don't know, go figure. Hey, cool, Jimmy. Awesome, man. Very, very cool. I like your sticker too. If I can dig through my pile of stuff, I can find your sticker. I'm still trying to figure out what to do all of my dang stickers. I don't know where to put them. So hard to say. Hard to say. But yeah, otherwise, like this morning, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram. I was just cooking up some Hatch green chilies. Hey, no worries, Biggs. I totally get that. Yeah, this morning I was just like charring off some Hatch green chilies on the Weber kettle, sitting out in the back, hanging out. So I've been cooking up, or charring up, not cooking up necessarily, but charring up a whole ton of Hatch greens this season, as I normally do, because like Hatch green is like August to October. That makes good. Yeah, beer prey. Oh, heck yeah. So I'm drinking, well, I got 2 different beers here. But right now I'm drinking the Natter Days. It's like a good summer beer. It's 100 degrees out there today. So strawberry lemonade. That's what it is. Oh man, you have no idea. I'll tell you, like, so, yeah, that thing, hatch green. Man, I use hatch greens and like a whole ton of stuff. Yeah, eggs and potatoes for sure. Macaroni and cheese, absolutely. Hatch green chili sauce, definitely. Hatch green chili and like on sandwich, perfect. Hatch green chili and make your own salsa or sauces, perfect. It's like, I don't know, I can't get enough of that. It's good. So I end up buying like a whole bunch of like, I go down like buy a batch. I'm like, that's cool. And then I'm like, dang it, I want more. So I buy another batch. Yeah, that makes sense, Jimmy. Low 70s. Oh boy, Bob. Check this out. So our temps are 100 today. Tomorrow, Sunday, 100. Monday, 91. Tuesday, if anyone can actually get the temp and understand what Tuesday is going to be here, good luck to you. Because you'll never guess it. And Gregor, I use it in all sorts of different things. Tuesday, 100, 191. Tuesday, 37 with flurries of snow. And then back up to 80s. You tell me. Go figure. Go figure on that one. I haven't the faintest clue. I don't understand at all. That's just bonker time. I put hash greens and all sorts of stuff. I just made something the other day, and I'm like throwing some of the hash greens in there, and then I always like chuck them in sandwiches and stuff. And then yeah, smoked mac and cheese with hash greens. That is the way to go. Yeah, it was 100. It was 132 or whatever, something like that. I don't know. It was Celsius. It's like I can't remember the formula. It's like minus 32 times 5/8. I think it's right. I actually wrote programs to do that way back in the day to learn. But yeah, 100 Celsius would be pretty dang hot. I'd that. Maybe like Mars temp or something. Hey, what's going on, Steve? What is happening? Yeah, you can jump in if you want to jump in. Hey, what's going on, Jules? Jump in if you want to. I was hoping Chris Lantro would be here. He hit me up earlier and said he was going to take a nap. Go figure. Can you imagine Chris taking a nap? Every day. Every day he takes a nap. Hey, what's going on, Carolina Country? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I'm just chilling. I figured it's too blazing hot outside to do much of anything, so figured like a boring Saturday, might as well come inside and do a live. It's been a little bit, and my live this time is not going to be 7 hours as it was last time. That was a little bit lengthy, but I'm mildly. Yeah, otherwise, yeah, just cleaning up stuff in the yard and doing, hey, Milo, how you doing? Yeah, cleaning up stuff in the yard, being out, like, outside this morning, and then doing And then, like I said, sitting in the back, tending the grill, just kind of like turning the hatch greens so they get a nice char on them, and like pull them up, stick them in a plastic bag, let the skins come off and stuff. Some barely some cheese, scallops, oh heck yeah, Gregor! I've done some pretty dang close to that. What's going on, Jared? Jump on in if you want to. Link is I don't know, it's in there somewhere. Look it up. But yeah, otherwise, like kind of a chill weekend. Ain't doing a whole heck of a lot. I think tomorrow I'm gonna do steak, and I don't know. I'll figure out what to do on Monday. See what they got down in the store. That strikes my eyeball. But I have a ton of stuff in the freezer too, which I should probably start pulling some of that stuff out at some point. Everyone asks for like, hey man, what's the most unusual cook you ever made? You see that all the time in like different people's lives and stuff. Hey, what's going on, Rob? What's happening, buddy? And look at your numbers. Are you rocking and rolling? What's going on, Rob? Long time no see you, buddy. Glad to see you putting up videos, and I need to as well. I got stuck in editing because I've had like massive problems editing, but I do have like a whole ton of videos that I need to do. And I was talking to Chris today, and I was like, hey man, I need to dump off and actually do an exit for this one video. So I got that filmed. Now I just need to edit and figure out that whole freight train, because I'm doing it a different way. So we shall see how it works. But once I get my workflow down, I should be good to go. But boy, it's been about 5 weeks since I've done a video. Sounds. Jimmy here. Nice, Jimmy. Rock and roll. Sweet. So Biggs is your 1,000 subscriber. Nice job, Jimmy. That is way cool. That is way, way cool. Man alive. That is way cool. Well deserved, Jimmy. You put in the work and the grind. Everyone knows what that means. Everyone who's a creator knows what it means to, like, it ain't easy, man. And it does take some time. There's times you just like don't feel like doing it and think like, hey. Like, I kind of like doing cooks without having to set up cameras and all that stuff. Because I do many of those. And some of those I post to Instagram. Not very good at posting to Instagram either. But yeah, man, that was very cool. Touch your beard, doing one. Oh, heck no, man. Heck no, I ain't doing it, Rob. 1.5 giveaway. I don't even know what I'm at now. I haven't posted anything in a long time. I think I'm awful close to 1.5 though. Yeah, I'm like 1.4 some odd. I don't know. Who knows? That's what it is. But yeah, no, I ain't cutting my beard, man. Y'all don't want to see me like looking like a, I don't know, schoolboy or something. I can't remember. What do y'all got? What do y'all plan for the weekend? Anything interesting, exciting? I got next to nothing planned for the weekend on this point. But I do have a whole bunch of stuff. Bunch of stuffs. I need to start cooking. Yeah. I think a lot of people would freak out about my freezer because I always do have some oddball stuff in there. Some I make for videos, some I don't, or some I haven't yet. Put it that way. Jump in if you want to. Ain't no charge to jump in. Oh, that's true, Gregor. Yeah, we had a whole bunch here too. A couple weeks ago. Makes for pretty sunsets, but boy, oh boy. My beard has suffered enough trying. Man, that's true, Jules. I did end up like blowing my face up on the Oklahoma Rider. Popping it open, rubbing some butts. Hey, nothing like wrong with rubbing up butt. Pinto beans and ham. That sounds good, man. I'm down with that. Yeah, I ain't cooking anything today. I got enough leftovers to last for a little while. And then, yeah, I ain't gonna cook anything super crazy town for a little bit. I've cooked pretty much inside this week, I want to say. I'm trying to think. Wicked beastie. Wicked good. Yikes. Know about that one, Greg. But yeah, no major plans. Might go fishing on what's going on, Kenneth? Might go fishing on Monday. We'll see. So 91 isn't too bad. As long as I get an early start and stuff, should be all right. We shall see. And there's like a lake just kind of down the way, a couple miles away. I may or may not do that. We shall see. Oh yeah, the OK Joe. Yeah, the OK Joe has been an interesting one. Hey, how's it going, Skip? How you up? How you up to? How you been? What you been? How you up to? Close enough. More for beans. Oh, pressure cooker. Yeah, I do love pressure cookers. Yeah, ask Rob. I don't know if Rob's got a recipe or not. I have a recipe on this channel. Let's go, man. So long time no talk, Kenneth. I think it's been since all of yesterday. Maybe wrong. Second bro, nice. Smart move, man. Smart idea. Yeah, I do love doing beans. Like pressure cookers are real good at doing, well, like a lot of stuff. I use mine all the time. But yeah, for beans for sure. Man, like lifesaver. Hey, what's going on, Delaney and Wally? I am going to have to send you guys some stickers because I did not realize. Yes, you were supposed to get stickers through another avenue. But I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. It's been long enough that I'm probably just going to send you guys some stickers. So I do have like a whole bunch. I actually found like my other roll, which I'd lost for a bit. Here's a random. Yeah, no joke, Jules. I am massively random. You have no idea. You have no clue as to how random I am. Hey, there's Jimmy.
Hey, man.
Hey, there he is. What's going on?
Do you believe it?
Yeah, buddy. What's happening, man? Yo, the dogs didn't like me clapping. What's happening, man? It looks real nice there.
Actually sitting, doing a cook, and working on a project. I'll turn you around and let you see this. This is something I started that has become a monster. I decided I was going to try to do it by myself.
Uh-oh.
And see, here's what I'm working on. This is a little cook pavilion.
Whoa, man.
I've done the beams, and now you can see I'm working on. I'm notching out the beams for the top, and this is 16 foot 6x6 beams for an old guy.
Dang.
But,
You have a background in construction at all?
Well, just on my own, never for a living.
That looks amazing.
I've always been streets for a living.
Did you lay the concrete and stuff as well?
Yes. So
that is a lot of work.
And well, that's one of the benefits of being poor, I guess. You learn to do a lot.
Good point. Well taken.
But anyway, I just wanted to hop in and tell all you guys thank you. Charlie, I appreciate your support.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, congrats on the 1K, buddy.
Thanks. And
that's super cool.
You guys, we'll see you soon.
All right, brother. Take care. I want to see updates on that thing. That is crazy cool. That is insanely cool. Man, there's one thing I would love to do is like something exactly like that. However, my fantastic skills don't necessarily translate to that. I could build some like janky little hut. It's pretty much about it. That is pretty much about it. Man, that's super cool. Golly. Unbelievable. I don't know. Anyone else want to jump in? Knock yourself out if you do. I know, Jules. I'm like about as like random as Chris Cilantro. Heck of a I have a bean video up. Oh yeah. Well, I had black-eyed peas in the pressure cooker, and then I got another bean video, I think. Maybe. Yeah, I know. Build me a hut too. Like knock yourself out, and we'll build like side-by-side huts. Wants to be cooking side by side. Man alive, though, like that's between the sun, the rain, everything else. Yeah, I've got to build like a patio or something. My patio is cruddy town. Yeah, I know, Jules. It ain't all that great. One thing you might like, I mean, all that. You know, that in a cup of tea. One thing you might like, however, is try this if you haven't. Try the Bud Light Lemonade. It's actually pretty good. It's like a shandy. It's not horribly sweet, I don't think. For my palate, I'm not like a ginormous sweet fan either, aside from ice cream. I do like me some ice cream, like big time. But yeah, give that a shot. See what's what. Gator tags. Zings, man. What was it around? I have Gator brats in the freezer. Yeah, give it a shot. See what you think, Jules. No. Won't kill you. I don't think. Hopefully not. Yeah, shandies are real good. That's kind of what it tastes like to me. I haven't had shandy in years, but whatever, close enough. It's pretty cool. So Jimmy's at 1K, so he probably just needs to watch hours to get monetized, and yeah, well deserved it at 1K. But but yeah, so Jimmy's at 1K. And man, that thing looks real cool. I would love to see video on that stuff and how he put it up and all that junk. And then I'd be like, wow, sounds like a lot of work. And yikes. So I'll just build me a hut. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I'm getting like a, I don't know, 24-inch long tree, cutting it down. 24 by 24, cutting the tree down, going down the sawmill. Yeah, I know. But it does look dang cool. One of these days. Hey, what's going on, Rick? How's it going, brother? You selling, Rick? Man, I ain't getting many. Hardly anyone's in here. No peoples. I should probably not randomly go live. I should probably plan it out a little bit more. One wonders. Yeah, Rick, if you want to drop in, let me know. I know you're going through the hot weather too. I'll probably bail out soon if I don't get any more. I got brisket on the smoker. Yeah, no. It's gonna be a long one, man. It's not gonna be a long one whatsoever. Sweet, man. Nice. Yeah, I was telling people earlier, it's like you're getting like 111 tomorrow or something. It's like 100 today, 100 tomorrow, 91 on Monday, and then 37 in flurries or something on Tuesday. Hey, what's going on, T-Rex? Jump on in if you want to kind of take a break and then bail out of this whole thing. Ain't that many people on. What's happening, T-Rex? Get some more pens though. One of those yours. Oh, do the pen flip. Caramba. Yeah, this is ain't many people around. I've seen a lot of videos not getting many views, like for people and stuff. It's totally interesting. Yeah, we got a dry heat here too, Gregor. Yeah, one wonders. MJ. Calling you MJ. I don't know what your name is. MJ Emo. Yeah, it's like crazy down. And then like for it to be that cold in September here, when I haven't lived here my entire life, but lived here for like 13 years now. Big old shanty down. Yeah, probably so. Hey, what's going on, Jake? How you doing, buddy? What is happening? Yeah, it's a little bit insane. Hey, it's like last year, I think it snowed. I think it was last year or a year before. It snowed October 12th, and I was like, "Holy mackerel! Like, what is going on with that?" And then, and it actually snowed like decent size. And I was like, "What the heck?" Hey, there he is. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, he's all clean shaven and looks good. Look at you, man. You look like $1 million.
Yeah, I just got out of the shower, man. I'm out here so I can sweat a little bit more. Oh, it's hot.
All right.
You said you're going to have snow flurries next week?
Yeah. So it's like 100, 191, and then like supposed to be like snow flurries on Tuesday.
Crazy.
Weird. Weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. That's amazing. Oh, are you watching your phone? So 191, and then like supposed to be getting echo, brother.
I'm waiting on. There's a delay here, which is usually my fault. I don't know. I have a hard time I went live with my internet. I'm not sure why, but just wanted to stop by and say, hey, man,
All right.
ready to watch a Kentucky Derby like 4 or 5 months late, but
Hey,
it sounds bad, bud. I'm gonna let you go.
all right, brother. Thanks for stopping in. Good to see you.
I don't know. I have a hard time
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, Pickles.
Hey, what's going on, T-Rex?
It's Todd from Charborough.
How's it going, man?
Not too bad. How you doing, man?
Oh, good, man. It's like I'm glad you caught it because you were like, "Hey, when's it?" I'm like, I don't know when it's on. it may not. This is
Are we drinking tonight?
I'm drinking well, combination of like Natter Days and or just I don't know. It's like a good summer, like when it's 100 degrees outside, whatever. I ain't drinking like a stout or anything. and like yeah, I don't know. Jules and I were talking like lemonade. Which is actually pretty good.
Where are you at?
It's kind of like a shandy. What's that?
Where are you located?
I am in Brighton, Colorado, which is about 30 miles out, 30 minutes, 30 miles, well, 30 minutes outside of Denver.
Right on. Yeah. I'm sitting here with my cousin, Rhonda, and we're celebrating my birthday right now. So I thought, well, we're going to tap into Pickles and see if they're drunk. We
Not yet, but hey, man,
we need some drinking partners.
there's always shenanigans that happen there. Without a doubt. It is like never ending.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, hey, what's going on? Chris from Eastman Farms. There's the top shenaniganizer. Easy to
That sounded about right.
I think it's the first time I ever said anything like that. Hey, what's going on, Craig? C-Mac Cooks. Cool, man. So what are you up to on your birthday?
Well, we're just having a couple of beers, drinking on the deck.
What do you
Fuck, I don't even know how to work my camera here. Just like,
yeah,
having a couple of beers.
challenge, isn't it? It's like no on this side, no on the other side, no on the
Exactly, totally opposite.
trying to pay the whole. Yeah.
We're actually up in Canada, Pickles. So you got viewers from Canada right now.
Nice.
Yeah,
We're my
we're on the east.
friends.
We're on the East Coast. So we love you, Pickles. You're a great entertainment.
I got many Canadian friends, and then some people I don't like Chris from Eastman Farms who live close to the Canadian border.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna kill me for that one.
We're not all assholes.
He's gonna terrorize me for that. No, I mean it's cool. There's a ton of people up in Canada who are like barbecuing and grilling and all that stuff. So it's fun.
Right on. So what do you got on the grill today now?
So today, like the only thing I did was this morning. Well, I ended up filming the end of one video, something I made like just yesterday, and then I just did a hatch green chilies. I don't know if you've ever had them. Hey, how you doing?
I dropped
Noob, you noob.
Sorry.
And this morning I just did like hatch green chilies. While I was like sitting out back in the morning. It was like nice. I was like having coffee and like just chilling out to like watching the grill, to like charring up the hatch greens, and because I was like roasting chilies on the grill.
Right on. I've never done the chilies, but it sounds good.
Yeah, super good. It's like
What
super.
are you using? You using the Oklahomas or yeah, using another grill?
For this morning I just used the Performer because I had a whole ton of like coals left over, and like what I like using is like just spent fuel and just like whatever your spent fuel is, good to go. But
How do you like your pellet grill? Yeah, you having any issues with that right now?
Yeah, I've had massive issues with it.
Well, you know what? I can relate to it, man. I work for them and I deal with you guys every day, so I can understand what's going on. But what are you mainly having? Like auger issues or flames or
The temperature. So the temperature for me has been like wild temp swings, and it's more like it too is not what you get. So I did talk to them. So I did talk to them like a couple of months ago about like the whole like during the whole COVID thing when they were switched over, and my control board kind of went out, so it kind of like popped and fizzled and it was out, and so they replaced they sent me a replacement for the control board.
did I fix you up with a new one, or did we come out here?
So I ended up like
Did we send a new control board out here?
yeah. So I ended up like getting the new control board and replace that thing, and then still the same issues temp wise. So like I mean, it'll take a long time for it to like even settle down a little bit, and then get down to some reasonable like something. And every once in a while it's reasonable, and every once in a while like just spikes up like 100+ degrees over. So I was talking to them. Yeah, so I was talking to them about
Now I'm kind of sounding like tech support right now, but do you empty out your auger every time you finish your cook, or do you start with the auger?
No. So like before I even got this, like because I know enough people, like I know a couple of people who have it, and then I joined the Facebook group and everything else, and they were like, "Hey man, what you want to do is like run it on high, like empty your pellets, run it on high, clean out that auger, and then set it on shutdown." But that's what I do every single time. And I also and I also like clean it up, like I vacuum it out, clean the fire pot, clean the entire time. So everything is like solid clean.
Okay, have we sent you a new igniter?
No, so that was the second time. So the second time I ended up talking to tech support, as opposed to the first time I got through in an hour and a half, which was hey man, whatever. It's like COVID, you're switching around things.
It was crazy for a while. It was crazy for a while. Yeah.
I just like left the phone on the side. I was like, all right, cool. I'll answer whenever you pick up. But on the second one, I talked to him. And it was like within minutes. I was talking to somebody, and she was like, "Oh yeah, what you need to do is get like a new, it's like I don't know, thermostat. Like I don't know what you want to call it, but like like the little temp probe that goes in on the side of the grill."
Mm-hmm.
So she was like, that sounds kind of probably the issue. I was like, well, I had some friends who said like the igniter might be the issue too. She was like, oh, I'll send you one of those out as well. So I was like, all right, cool deal. I'm still waiting on those parts, so I'm super excited about it. And we'll see.
Those parts are due for delivery by the 20th of September. We're back ordered big time, but
that's what
I can tell you the 20th. We're expecting them in the warehouse and have them sent out by them shortly after.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Okay, no more tech support. All right, yeah, I'm going to have to start charging.
Oh, I gotta say hi to some people on the channel too. Hey, what's going on, Tom Horseman? What's up, buddy? James from 71000. We got Steven from Cooking with Steven and Jack. We got Todd from Greenhorn Barbecue. We still have Chris, unfortunately, from Eastland Farms. And yeah.
Unfortunately.
That's our game. That's our gig.
Shit. That's funny.
Oh man. Now I'm super excited to get the parts in and check it out. I do have one video coming up that I did and I've cooked on there a couple of times since. But one video coming up where it's the chicken quarters and stuff. I also don't use the bottom grate unless I'm searing, because the bottom grate seems to heat up quite a heck of it.
Yeah,
so I end up moving up to the middle grate.
You didn't have any issues with your bottom grate cracking, did you?
Not yet, but everyone's telling me, "Hey, man, you're gonna have that issue." I'm like, "Oh boy."
Well, you know, we got you covered, Pickle, because we got a new brake design. So as soon as that breaks on you, we're going to send one out to you. All right.
I'll tell you, one of the cool things though is, like I cooked up, like I seared up some tuna on there, right? Because I wanted to test out the sear on that thing, and I've seared up like things since, but that was the first thing I seared on there, and on video too. But like that honeycomb pattern or whatever else, like on that sear, I was like, "This is cool."
And
Like,
if you look at it closely, that honeycomb is actually the same shape as the Oklahoma Joe's logo. That's actually what it is.
Okay.
So a little bit of new knowledge for you. It's not a honeycomb. It's the Oklahoma Joe's logo shape. So, but anyways,
I think
yeah, it's an own issue. That grill with that grate. And our engineers looked into it and had it redesigned with new material. It's a totally different grate, and we're sending them out as we just actually got them about 2 months ago, so we're sending them out to everybody that has a cracked grate. We're sending them out.
all right.
Yeah, so I mean, we back it. You know, it's we knew it was a known factor. We knew it was a problem, and we fixed it. And hopefully, everybody can, you know.
I mean, that's what I figured. Like, I'll tell you, like the body of the whole thing is like just beefy. Like it is really.
Oh yeah. It's built like a tank.
Yes. So I'm like,
it's heavy. I think it's like 270 or something like that, or it's very heavy.
yeah. Nah, it's super cool. What are your other plans on your birthday? How old are you, if I dare ask?
Who me? Yeah, I just turned 50.
Young. Yeah,
Just turned 50. 50. Yeah, it's all downhill from here, Pickles.
What?
It's all downhill, man.
You're young.
You're not 50 yet.
I'm 51 this month.
Oh, really? A Virgo?
I'm 51 this month. Nope.
And
Libra.
oh,
So-
really? Okay, later on this month then.
26.
Right on.
Yeah.
No, I'm sitting out on the deck having a couple of beers, waiting for the sun to go down, and just here with my cousin. She's from another province, but she showed up last.
Nova Scotia.
She's from Nova Scotia. So,
Right?
and she showed up last night, 4 a.m. from-
He said that online. He's lying. He's just joking.
Nova, what does
we-
Nova Scotia mean? Ask her.
Nova Scotia is actually the province next to Maine.
Right
That's
on the end of it
We're
all.
in Canada. But
What does it mean? The
Nova
name.
Scotia,
Yep.
New Scotland.
Oh, hey, success.
I think so. She told me, and I don't know. I didn't know that.
It means New Scotland. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I live on Prince Edward Island.
Oh, nice.
Did you ever hear of Anne of Green Gables?
PEI. So you end up getting what do they have there? Oysters.
Oysters and potatoes.
Potatoes. Yeah.
Sure.
Potatoes.
You can grow You can grow taters anywhere.
Yeah, but they're not like from
Yeah.
PEI.
The PEI oysters are really good.
You ever hear of Stompin'? You ever hear of Stompin' Tom?
Mm-mm.
No. Why? No.
You never heard of Stompin' Tom?
Nah, what's that?
Look him on the internet. Stompin' Tom is a musician from Prince Edward Island. He plays all that. You ever hear the hockey game on all the hockey, like NHL? The good old hockey game is the best game that you. Well, that's Stompin' Tom. Did you ever hear of it? No.
Yeah.
You don't watch hockey.
No, they're
Hey, we got Todd in here too.
Yay!
What's going on, Todd?
This.
What do
You know what, Pickles?
Oh, Shiner.
My name's Todd too. My
Hey.
nickname's Trex.
So many Todds. So there is another Charlie who spells his name the exact same way.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
A
good.
tiny little channel. I'm gonna squash him. Like I want him to disappear because I'm the only Charlie.
Oh man, what are you guys cooking today?
He's a really good dude. Well, he's cooking. What are you cooking? It's his birthday. It's other Todd's birthday.
Oh,
Todd,
happy birthday!
birthday is today.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Good luck.
I'm having a Shiner Block in California.
Oh, dang. Sun's going down there? Man, you are, yeah, you're east. Well, no, you're north and east. So your sun's going down.
Oh, you're on the East Coast?
Yeah, probably another 30 minutes when the sun's going down.
He's Eastern Canada.
Canada. Oh, well, that's pretty far up there. That's North Canada, too.
That's what I like calling it.
Check out my turkey legs. I don't know if you've seen it.
What you got?
Wow.
Oh,
Check out my chicken legs.
man,
You got turkey legs. I got chicken legs.
you got nothing on me, son. I got like the skinniest leg. Like I'm standing on toothpicks.
They're doing the Traeger. Probably only a half hour now, though. Just started.
Yeah, really.
No, show him the sticker that's on that trigger.
Oh, okay.
Because every video I watch, boom, shakalaka.
Yeah, bottle opener. Gotta like that.
Hey, look here, you. Todd number 1. Now you're Todd number 2. You're banned.
No,
I
it's not
just
a big
put
deal, guys.
dude's sticker on there.
It's just a job. It's just a job. I do what I do, and I try my best, and that's about it.
Fair enough. Makes sense to me.
I mean, they're all good products. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know.
Yeah. Every grill's got its place. Like, I have like a ton of different kind of grills, and I've got like a Blackstone, and I cook inside too. Unlike some of these.
Say hi to Deb.
Hey, what's going on, Sassy?
Hey, Pickles, Morgan.
How you doing?
Man, it's hot outside. I got to sit in here in the air conditioning.
How hot is it there?
It's like 75. Man.
Ah!
Scorching.
I hate
Yeah,
you.
you gotta think we only live like 5 miles from the ocean, so anything above 70, man,
You're not used to this.
too much. You know?
I hate you. 100 degrees here today.
In Denver,
Yes, sir.
you got like snow-peaked mountains and shit, right? You can go skiing if you want to.
There probably still is snow on the mountains. I don't know. It lasts like all year long for the most part.
Oh man,
But
yeah.
it's 100 today. All right, so dig this, Todd. I was explaining this earlier. 100 today, right? 100 tomorrow. 91 on Monday. Take a wild guess as to what Tuesday is going to be.
55.
37 with flurries.
No shit. Holy man. Oh, that's the crap that's over us right now, making it so hot over here, and it's headed your way. I think.
Thanks for saying that. Thanks, brother.
Damn, that's hot.
Yeah.
Which 100 for them is 30 degrees.
How warm is it in Canada?
See? Now
Well,
you're
right now, I would say we're hovering around 20, which would be double that 30, probably around 70.
That's not bad. Yeah, it's a dry
No,
heat,
it's
right?
Very comfortable. Yeah, it's very comfortable.
You guys are both banned.
We went like 3 miles inland and it got up to 76, man. It got so bad we had to turn around and come back. Just unbearable. My truck was huffing and puffing. Oh, man.
Yeah, Jules. Like I'm down with like I don't know, 100 is pretty hot. I'm down with like 90.
It was pretty much that yesterday, Pickles. It was hot yesterday. We were hitting 100.
Dang. Yeah,
But
my brother
temperature,
my brother
you know,
used to teach at my brother used to teach at Quebec City at the university there. And
okay, we won't hold that against them.
yeah. Well, now he's in Belgium teaching in Brussels. So
This isn't really part of Canada, eh?
They don't like that.
They don't like
Oh,
us.
I heard that A. I heard that A at the end of your
Hey,
definitely Canadian.
yeah, hosers.
take off, eh?
Oh,
You bunch of hosers. Bob and Doug, eh? The astronauts.
I used to watch that. What was that? The Great White North album. What's that comedy album?
Take off to the Great White North.
Yeah, I had that album.
The beauty way to go, eh?
Yeah.
Did that whole movie too. And then of
I
course
didn't know people actually talk like that. I thought that was just a straight up, but yeah, that was
sure.
kind of real, I guess.
And the crab is Don Cherry. So Jared, here's Todd, who actually works for Oklahoma Joe. I have done a whole bunch of stuff with the pellet grill. It has been an interesting ride. Great poutine. Ooh, poutine. And now you're talking like that's where Canada rocks. Poutine. Oh yeah, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
For
Poutine, eh?
Oklahoma Joe's?
They're like that. What's that?
Someone in the room works for Oklahoma Joe's? Trex?
Yeah.
Todd,
Oh, okay.
number
Yeah.
1.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Why you have an Oklahoma Joe's grill?
No, I have some accessories. I think I bought off the rack. They sell them right here at Home Depot, I think.
Right on.
And Lowe's. I mean, I see them all the time. I don't have an actual cooker, but I think I pull some accessories here and there once in a while. But I already have a Yoder, and I don't know. I probably wouldn't have. I could probably fit another cooker in the backyard, I guess. But,
Yeah, like it was like, all right, let's tear out the grass. Like, forget that.
yeah.
It takes too much work. Forget that.
Deb won't let me. She's always saying no.
Like sad. Get rid of the grills you have. Brian, you're from Canada, dude. So Brian Beestrom is apparently from Canada, and he says you have pretty girls as well as poutine.
Yeah, but they wear all them clothes and stuff up there. You just they wear ski pants and stuff and fitted sweaters. I mean, what's good of having good girls if you can't see them?
Yeah, that's where you use your imagination, son.
What?
Like,
Man. You forgot I'm from California, man. We don't have imaginations here. We have to import imagination.
that sounds fair enough. Nah, I don't know. The only place I've been to in Canada, I was hoping to go to BC at one point, but the other place I've been to is Toronto, which I actually really liked a bunch. But I went up there for a conference, which wasn't like the most fun of all time, but it was pretty cool. It's like right by the lake and open nonstop all night long. And it was got a little bit crazy.
So we went up to Waterton Park in Alberta. That's their Glacier National Park, and we had a good time. Yeah, we were on the Montana side, and you just roll over to the Canadian side. And it's the same park, I guess, just different side of the border.
Yeah, Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls does the same thing, right? So you got like it's in Canada, and then the other half of it's in the U.S.
Yeah, I think when you get drunk up in Canada, you fall down to the left, and down here you fall down to the right. I think You know, I don't know. I didn't try it out. But, that's what they tell me. I don't know.
And the whole toilet flush.
Get linked up and
Maybe you're wrong on that one. Canadian.
I
yeah,
know you and PEI, we just fall face down.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's an East Coast, West Coast thing right there.
Yeah. No shit. That's funny.
You guys know Jared from Barbecue and Bottle?
What's that?
Jared,
Yeah,
I know Barbecue and Bottles. I mean, you know, not personally, but
he does a whole bunch of like fascinating comparison cook. He's done like a ton of steak ones and then a ton of like brisket ones. He just did a brisket untrimmed versus trimmed today. Super
oh,
cool.
I've done that just because I'm too lazy, man. You know, I mean,
It's like, yeah.
you know, it's like 5 a.m, you know, and you're like, yeah, frick this, man. I just throw it in sometimes, you know.
Well, see, I mean, like in the beginning of the cook, I'm like, I wouldn't do that. So your beginning of the cook is your trim. At the end of the cook, I'd be like, and I don't know what's done or not. And like a long cook, like a brisket. If you're like drinking all day long and sitting out in the sun over there, like,
Yeah, let's go.
just make this, like, make it happen.
Deb says she can't day drink, so fine with me.
She canceled date night?
No, she won't. She doesn't day drink.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It's, fine.
Well, day drink is the best time to drink, man. Shit.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Like,
Weekend's a good time to drink. Oh,
So
shit.
yeah, as you get older, you have to day drink because we go to sleep earlier, you know. So you got to make up for it by starting earlier, and it
We're
just
all
happens to be
dead by
daytime. It's not my
shit.
fault.
You know?
well, then, I mean, then you're doing like a brisket or like a pork butt or pork shoulder or something else like that. And it's like, all right, if you don't want me to day drink, I'd be like drinking until like from, you know, midnight until like until the very next day.
In bed.
Yeah. So hey, check this out. So if you have a beer for breakfast, doesn't that make it a breakfast beer?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, me and Ron both agree on that. That's a breakfast beer.
Yeah, true. I mean,
Yeah.
Black
You know.
Berry is like probably the best for breakfast though.
Yeah.
Unless you're gonna go fancy, in which case you go for a mimosa.
We should actually invent a cereal that you use beer instead of milk. Fucking right.
I'm pretty sure someone in my family has beat you to it, whether they knew it or not.
Whole bunch of burnt ends and like chase it down with a beer. Like, all right, kids, that's cereal. Like, now you're sweet. I don't know what to tell you.
You know, Founders has a beer.
Cereals out there.
I'm allowed to do
The,
that. I don't have kids in the house anymore, so I can put beer with my cereal all I want.
Classic.
Well, then you got
Man.
my house, and you got dogs to contend with, you know, because they're going to get all jealous and shit, you know. And one of my dogs is a beer drinker, you know. So if they saw that shit on cereal, oh my god, they'd be dragging their ass left and right, man. They'd be so excited. Holy shit!
Bunch of drunken puppies.
Yeah. Oh, there it is, right there. I don't know if
Hey,
you see it right there.
Look, he's loaded already.
Yeah, totally. He's my day drinker buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. I got
Besides
two
picking
cats.
up scraps.
I got two cats. They're not much of a drinker. They're pretty boring.
Yeah, you have to use a shotgun with them. They won't do it on themselves. On their own. You know, the problem is finding a straw that's flexible enough, and you know, and the whole tying down thing. You know, that's kind of bad.
I got
No,
a
I don't advocate doing any of that. Okay?
dog. And
Where
what
are you located, Todd?
was that?
Where's Todd located?
How does
I'm
that?
in yeah, Southern California. Well, close north of LA on the coastline, south of Santa Barbara, north of Santa Monica, kind of in between.
Right on.
You're by
Yeah.
you're by Venice Beach, aren't you?
No, we're a good hour and a half. We're north of that.
Oh, dang. All right.
It would be definitely a day drive. You know, I got friends that go there and stuff, but we're on the other side of the Santa Monica Mountains, right along the coast. We're in the forgotten coast kind of part of Central or Southern California where people just pass us by. You know, we're like, as soon as people are out of LA, they're so sick of LA, they just keep driving north and they pass us up. You know, and until they get to like Paso Robles or wine country or something like that. We're literally kind of like that little forgotten area. You know, it's great. You know, we don't have the demographics and the headaches they have. You know, we got the prices,
Right on.
but that's California. So we're pretty lucky. And it's a military town, a couple bases here and stuff. So it's a little different, you know. It's not bad.
My cousin wants to know if you ever see any UFOs there.
Well,
Not even
no.
She's not joking. She's being serious.
Well, I've met some strange people, and they were challenged. They were height challenged individuals. So, and after a night of drinking, they were green. But
Bunch of Mexicans, eh?
but no, you know, I did 20 years in the Navy, you know, and I work for the Navy now still, but I've never seen
Okay.
anything. I've seen some cool videos. If you're talking about like the Nimitz incident, look that one up. That's probably the most valid video of something that is going on that has got probably the most witnesses and data on. It's called the Nimitz incident. The Nimitz is USS Nimitz aircraft carrier, and it happened in 2000s, I think, and in the teens too. And they got video on these things. They call them Tic Tacs, and they were flying up and down, going in the water, and all kinds of crazy shit. But look up that video. I knew one of the guys in the video. He was a senior chief on the USS Princeton, and I was on the Antietam on a cruiser a while back. So I trust every single one of those guys in that video, except for one or two
that have seen it, that videotaped it.
How do you spell that?
Is that right?
They didn't videotape it. They have videotape of it. So does the Department of Defense, and they released it all. You know, they literally showed you cockpit video and everything. It's called the Nimitz incident. It's on YouTube. It's probably a 30-minute video, 38-minute video.
What's the spelling on that?
And,
My cousin's asking, what's the spelling on Nimitz?
NIM, November India Mike, India Tango Zulu, Nimitz, NIMITZ. So the Nimitz incident.
Nimitz.
Yeah.
I think it's called the Nimitz incident. Is that it, right, baby? Nimitz?
Oh, I don't remember. You have
Later, Marcel.
like it.
Pro
Could
tip.
be called something else.
She's
The
watching the
Nimitz-
video.
Oh, the Nimitz encounter. It might be the Nimitz encounter or something like that. But yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, it gets into some really weird shit, man. It's technical because they get into a lot of Navy tactics as far as air warfare and tracking and identification and shit like that. And it's all I've watched it a couple times with friends, and it's a legitimate fact-based observation. They don't really draw conclusions, but it really makes you think like either there's another agency we don't know about flying some crazy drones out there that defy physics,
Yeah.
or another nation is doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, or it's got to be from some other world, right? I don't know, but it's crazy, man. It is really crazy.
Pro tip: the more you drink, the more this chat makes any sense whatsoever.
And the pilots are like this big.
Just
I
saying.
can't find my hand. Oh shit.
why I don't daydream.
That's why I don't daydream. Sorry.
You guys are what, like 7 o'clock or some dang thing
Did you look it up on YouTube or Google?
today.
So Deb bought my beer, by the way. She's contributing to my delinquency right here.
I always feel like
Yeah,
God love her.
she did it.
You know,
She wanted to go to Sprouts, right? I wanted to get just some fuel for my truck. I was looking for a diesel place. And then she's like, take me Sprouts shopping. You know, Sprouts, it's like
specialty.
it's like an overpriced Trader Joe's. And I'm like, fine. And then we wanted to go have a beer, you know. Okay, day drinking. So there's a little microbrewery called Made West Brewery near us. And we started to go there. And we got halfway up their little driveway and saw something. We turned around and left. If you want to know what we saw, probably have to check my Facebook out. But it was a sign in the window I didn't like. So we're like, man, these owners here are a bunch of posers. So we split. But anyway, and we came home and started drinking instead. So she says I started drinking.
I would have done the same.
About 5 you said.
Let's make that clear, son.
Yeah.
One of us started drinking.
We got a lot of microbreweries in the area, man. They're popping up like zits on your ass. You know, everybody's
But there's no barbecue.
but check this out. In our county, Ventura County, you can't have a restaurant, like an actual brick and mortar restaurant, with an offset smoker as your cooker. The health department won't allow it. You have to have your heat inside the cooking chamber, which
Wow.
isn't, this county. And there's other places in California like that too. They think it's, I don't know what they think. I haven't been able to read the ordinance and why, but they think it's some kind of health thing or something. I don't know. But it sucks. It makes our county really dry when it comes to barbecue. You know, down in the South, they have dry counties. You can't buy alcohol. Well, here in Ventura County, it's a dry barbecue county. You can't get barbecue, not proper barbecue.
Wow.
You know? Yeah, it's.
You know what's strange? Here I am. I work for Oklahoma Joe's, and I don't have a damn grill because the building I live in does not allow to have grills. What the fuck's that all about?
Oh, Trigger. Pellet grill, man.
What the heck?
I can't even have that. I can't
That's
have
an electric, right? Doesn't that qualify as electric?
Well, pellet grill, no, because it's basically there's a flame to it. So anything with a flame, I'm not allowed. And I even asked if I can have a electric grill, you know, with the heat element. Nope, they won't allow us to do it. The fire marshals. We had a bad fire here, in an apartment building burnt down, and it wasn't caused by an actual grill, but due to insurance purposes, the insurance company came to the building property management and said, listen, we're not going to insure you if you have any grills on the decks or anything like that. So I can't even use a smoker. So
Wow, that sucks.
yeah, it sucks, man. You know, and I can, you know, working for the company, I should have about 13 different grills out here on my deck so I can actually use, but you know, can't do it.
That really sucks.
Isn't
Yeah.
that- like I told you not to jump into this one, Todd. Number 1. It's a train wreck of a mess. It always is. Don't you have like a common area you can actually go to grill in or something?
No, I got the answer.
Yeah, it's called about 50 feet away from the building in a grass field, and I ain't going to do that.
I don't know. To be honest with you, the only time I use liquid smoke is for beef jerky in the oven. Actually works out real well.
There's always a way, right? It's called American ingenuity right there.
Right?
But, you know, it really sucks when you're tech support and you can't even use your damn grill. I mean, to try to understand what the people are talking about, you know, like
That'd be reason for me to move.
What's that? I
That's
need to
reason
move.
for me to move. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
but up in Canada, I mean, you can buy you can rent something with 10 acres, right? I mean,
Well,
got
I'm
all
gonna,
kinds of land up there and stuff?
tell you something. The rent's pretty high here, man.
Wait, what city are you in?
I'm in Prince Edward Island. I'm on the East Coast.
Oh, you're on
And
the island.
yeah, I'm on the East
Oh,
Coast.
okay.
I'm on an island, and the rent is pretty steep here. You know.
So land is scarce. Yeah. I see. That
Yeah,
sucks.
I mean, no, there's not much land on the island because we got all we got is friggin' potato fields around, man, and they're not going to sell their potato fields to, to make 20,000 for, to put a house on type of thing. So the land is pretty scarce there. Yeah.
So Oklahoma Joe's are built out there, or you work some other?
No, Oklahoma Joe's is actually in Georgia.
Oh,
All right. Yeah, it's kind of confusing. Oklahoma Joe's originated in Oklahoma, but then Charborough bought Oklahoma Joe's quite a few years back, and now they're out of Georgia. So that's
Yeah,
so, and then they made us take care of their actual tech support. So.
Oh, okay, you're like an online tech support, like you receive phone calls and stuff.
Exactly. You call the
okay,
number in Oklahoma Joe's, you're probably going to talk to me or some of the agents that are under me there. And
what is that? So what are the parts like? What are the parts that are actually made in the U.S.? Because I know like the controls, I think, are made outside, right?
yeah, the control panel is actually out of China, like any control panel. You
Yeah.
understand? But majority of the grill is made in the U.S. It is a U.S. company.
Yeah.
But we do outsource certain parts that are shipped to our warehouse, so forth and so on. But like the control panel, I mean, Chinese, we can have it built over there a lot cheaper than what we can in the U.S. With any control panel or electronics, that's the way it is.
Yeah, totally true.
Yep.
But it's all about economics. Every company does it. Honda, Ford, whatever company, car companies, they all do it. So it's just makes sense. But right now with the COVID, it's such a pain in the ass to get stuff shipped over, and we're so back ordered. It's it's a real pain in the ass. Like it's tough on us. It's tough on the customers, and we're doing our best what we can.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess really the stuff that's not made in China tends to be pretty expensive. Sometimes some of these PID controllers. I want to try a PID controller for my Traeger one of these days, but I don't know, $300 or $400 after everything you need. That's a lot.
Does yours doesn't have a PID?
Well, Traegers are pretty much just based on a timer. There's
like a algorithmic controller.
Yeah, they're just a timer mechanism.
Sure.
And the smaller their smokers get, the less reliable they are in holding a particular temperature. Their Scouts are notorious for spiking up. I have a video series of my Scout. They had to, after replacing my digital controller, an antenna, and that's 2-hour episode right there. Not episode, but it takes 2 hours. They had to send me a whole brand new unit, and it had all these different modifications, like extra louvered vents, taller hopper box, redesigned drip tray, all these different, but it still spikes, it still goes out of control. And I'm not the only one that's experiencing that. So the customer service with Traeger is awesome. They really try to get to the root of it. They spend time with you on the phone. They wait for you to cycle your unit. They do everything they can over the phone, but at some point you got to give up, and luckily they're willing to send you brand new parts just to appease you. But even the brand new parts really don't seem to be making a difference. So
true. So I mean, my experience with like Oklahoma Joe has been like during COVID and like the whole transition, it was a nightmare to get like anyone on the phone, which is like understandable. They're trying to switch from like one thing to the other. Last time I called them up, boom.
It was about 3 months ago, right?
Yeah.
we had backlogs. We had 7,000 emails we had to answer.
Yeah, I'll bet. But
7,000.
to get it solved. Last time I called, which was like, I don't know, a few weeks ago. Boom, it was like solid, like straight on through. And I was like, all right, I'll take care of you. And she wanted to charge me shipping, and what I did was like, so take this, right? Only time this has ever worked. Hey man, I got a YouTube channel and I actually want to do videos. It was like, so like, yeah, sure. Let me see if I can waive shipping. I was like, plus I'm still under warranty, like not the 3 months or whatever else, but like I've had problems with that whole girl the entire time. I was like, that actually worked.
Who are you talking to, Pickles? Do you know the name?
What's it? Man, I wish I could.
It wasn't Todd, was it?
What's that?
It wasn't me, was it?
No. It was like I think it was yeah, it was a one. I want to say Laura, but I haven't a fan's clue.
Okay. No.
I mean, you should be able to look it up, I would assume, and see who the heck it was. But she was like, okay. I was like,
Well, any of you guys listen, anytime you have tech support, I want you to get it on there and I want you to say, I want to talk to Todd. All right?
oh heck yeah, yeah. From now on, I definitely will.
And you know what? The agents will patch you through or I'll call you back. Right?
Hey, Todd, I'm going to buy an Oklahoma Joe's just so I can call you, man.
What's that?
I'm going to get an Oklahoma Joe's and just so I can call you.
All right.
So
Hello.
you should have people go around. So do you have a channel, Trex?
What's that?
Do you have a channel, a YouTube channel?
No, I don't. No. My channel's
okay.
my
So
channel is
how'd you-
channel.
Oh, okay. So you guys are just friends online. I thought maybe you had a channel. You're another content creator or something like
You
that.
know what? There was one night a couple of weeks back, I just happened to stumble across Pickles and a bunch of his friends getting loaded. And I said, holy shit. And they were talking about.
No,
I got to get in with this crew.
no,
Man.
I don't believe that. I don't believe it at all.
Yeah, I know.
Once in a
I
while.
mean, the guy doesn't even drink, eh? So, you know. But anyways, so that's how I know Pickles. I sent him a message. I said I'd like to get online with him sometime and shoot the shit and have a good time. And well, here I am. So,
And I felt the pressure because you were like, let me know when you're going live. And anyone who knows me knows my lives are like completely random.
Yeah.
that's
Go live is like
Keep you thinking.
live.
and you know what he replied, and that's exactly what he said. It's you know,
Hey,
I
man,
don't know when to go live. It's just and it just happened. So, anyways, I just happened to get on my Facebook and then in my YouTube, and I seen Pickles. I said, hell yeah, I'm getting on that. So,
I mean, this one is going to be like as nutty as some of them, but there's been some wacky lives that I had to unlist and make private.
oh yeah, there's one fellow there a couple of weeks back. He was up dancing, and he was about 400 pounds. Remember that guy?
Who's that? CJ or Joe?
That's Jared from Frack Daddy.
Oh, Jared.
Yeah, Frack Daddy, he was like sitting there with like shirt off and like hanging out.
Oh, shit.
I love Frack. He's a cool guy.
Oh, he obviously has been drinking.
Oh,
He's a
shit.
big boy, man. Jared, is a big boy.
You know what?
Kind of drinking, but not that much.
It was good for a laugh, and I thought it was great, man. I mean, if you can't be yourself, I mean, what the fuck, you know?
It's good times. And then you get and then once in a while you get stupid East Wind in because when he's not doing his flight attendant work. But so every once in a while he'll jump in. But yeah, that's fun. And you got the regulars and all the people everybody knows. Like I don't know, Todd too, and me probably know every single person in that chat.
Oh,
Let's go.
I haven't done nothing in 2 weeks.
Very small community.
You have a channel, Todd?
I have a channel,
Yeah, it's great.
Green Home Barbecue Beer. Yeah, that.
Okay, perfect.
I mean, it's more of a hobby, you know. I mean, I think I just went over 1,000 just a couple months ago, so it's small.
Yeah,
But
Yeah, but you're monetized, dude. Like, you got monetized. That's like,
so now I can order a double bacon cheeseburger instead of a Big Mac. That's what that meant right there. I mean,
you could add some extra onions on it or something.
I haven't gotten anything from those guys yet.
You'd be like, how much is it for onions? 30 cents? Yeah, that sounds about right. I just made that.
Every other day. But, you know, actually, believe it or not, you know, it's kind of weird. I started this shit in 2010. If you go into my analytics, it'll tell you when I actually became a YouTuber. But
Yep.
but I didn't actually do this channel until about, you know, a year and a half ago.
2 minutes. All right.
But I uploaded a video back in 2010 and
Yeah, true.
of a smoker I built. I didn't know that people actually have channels, and so I was just looking for tips on building smokers. And so after I built my first smoker, I wanted to show it off, and so I uploaded it to the easiest place to show it off. And 5 years later, I didn't even touch YouTube. I came back 5 years later, and there was 30,000 views, and I had 36 subscribers. And I didn't even know what a subscriber meant. What does that mean? You know, do I stamp the inside cover of their book or something like that? I didn't know what a subscriber was.
Yeah.
So, and that's kind of how it started.
But imagine having picked up from that point until now, you would have been like one of those. I mean, like,
Yeah, it would have been a trip, you know. But I wanted to build smokers. I was actually going to call it Doug's Smoke Pits, and I thought I was able to like make a little metal shop in my suburban 2-car garage. But the reality is, living in a suburban house, you know, I don't got room for a metal shop. You know, I can't build smokers like to sell, so that just fizzled out. You know?
yeah. Nah, I mean, I've been on YouTube since it like basically started. But like the problem is like,
This is my cousin Rhonda, and she wants to talk to you guys. All right.
Well, he's going in the house.
Well, I'm going in the house for a second, so keep her entertained. All right. She's
Is
a beautiful
this the
looking
one that
woman.
wants to know about UFOs?
Yes.
Yes.
About little green men? They're not green. They're chartreuse. I seen.
you want to hear a joke?
Okay.
What's brown and sticky?
I don't know. Barbecue sauce.
Wait.
A
What?
Stick. A stick.
Okay.
Dang.
Oh man.
Work this.
That's the best joke of all there. I love it. Was there another joke?
Hey, we saw a bear. We went to Tahoe to go camping a week and a half ago, and Deb saw it. I was looking for a Napa because my truck check engine light came on. I didn't have a reader with me, so I'm driving around the neighborhood, which is like forest, looking for a Napa auto parts store, and Deb goes, "Look, right there." I'm like, "What?" And there's a bear just strolling along, sniffing people's garages, going from house to house. So we slowed down. She popped out her camera and started doing a video. There's a little snip on it. My breakfast burrito video I just uploaded this morning, but it was about a 400-pound California brown bear just looking for a meal, man. And you know, I don't know what part of the country y'all from as far as wildlife is, but for us that's a big deal. You know, we see a bear just snip. I mean, just think about it. If you're on the side of your house fixing the faucet or something and a bear comes walking around, you know, and you have a Snickers in your back pocket, man, that's like bad news. You know, how do people barbecue?
Their
up in the
problem.
mountains? How do you smoke barbecue in the mountains without bears coming up?
Killing it. Get a gun.
You go to like
How do you do that? I mean, you know, there should be videos on that. People post videos on bears taking your barbecue.
no, I mean they'll like bears will like peel down your car door, like just like
Yeah.
on the window, peel the entire door back.
Mhm.
They will walk into your house here.
Oh, you got island bears? You're like,
No, not on the island, but in Nova Scotia.
oh,
They will
Nova
come to pick it up.
Scotia.
Yeah.
Nova
Anyway,
Scotia.
don't you have guns down there though?
In California?
Yeah. No, Colorado. Is that where you're at,
Oh.
right? Colorado.
We have
Uh,
bears around here, big time.
What?
pickles.
We have bears, elk, tons of elk, mountain lions, mountain rams, deer, rabbits, like foxes, coyotes. Yeah, there's a whole ton of stuff around here.
Like on the island, they don't have much wildlife. They have deer, I think, but that's about it.
We got kind of everything. Even in the backyard, like, I mean, there's rabbits running like out, like, because I live like in an open field, so there's like rabbits running around. There's like coyote packs running around. There's
Wolves.
foxes that come by. Wolves up in the mountains, but not here. I've seen not down here, but up in the mountains they do. What else? And deer. Elk also, for the most part. But you can see it.
You don't have wildlife here.
No, and we don't have deer
Oh,
either.
you don't have any deer? I lied.
fine.
What do you have again? Cows. There's cows.
Yeah, we have a cow.
Ooh, cows. You have unprocessed brisket.
We have cows, horses, and coyotes. And that's about it. Coyotes
Oh.
probably the biggest thing we got on this island.
Well, coyotes will give you a world of shit too, man. I mean,
Well, we're on an island, and you know what? We used to have all that, but we killed it all.
Killed it all.
So we don't have it anymore. And we tried to actually bring deer and moose and everything to the island. And it just didn't work. They said, fuck this. They jumped off. They ended up drowning trying to swim back to the mainland.
Help me.
So they don't even like the island. So now I got you on large screen now, and I took off and I went and logged into my smart TV, and now I got you guys on large screen.
How big is the island?
Oh,
20 minutes wide.
yeah. Well, you drive 20 minutes each way, you're going to hit water. So no, actually, it's probably, I think it's a little over 300 kilometers from tip to tip. So you can drive from one end to the other in about 3 hours.
how far is that in people years?
What's that?
How many miles is that? People years?
Oh, in miles. You sarcastic bastard.
Oh my God, like 200?
0.6.
Well, let's do the
For us in
math.
the lower 48.
Just a second. 20.
Is it
Multiple.
divided point?
Well, you're
Seven
looking at about 200 miles.
Oh, that's a pretty good size island. What's the name of the island again?
Prince Edward Island.
Prince Albert Island.
Edward.
Okay.
Ooh,
Oh, Edward.
Prince Albert, a whole different thing.
Actually, Prince Edward Island.
Like Prince Albert, but no.
Prince Albert is no. There's two different things. Prince Albert in the can, which is like some crazy old.
Oh,
And then there's the other one, which is like, you look it up. I'll leave that to you. Knock yourself out.
Yeah.
But,
No, it's Prince Edward. It's actually where Canada became. The Confederation was done right here on Prince Edward Island and turned Canada into a country, actually. Yeah. So a
oh.
little piece of useless knowledge, but
I love knowledge like that. Though. I think it's cool. No, Gregor, Prince Albert is the thing in the can. Prince Edward is, I don't even know who, but named after him. And then, don't look up Prince Albert. The other
Someone's going to.
and I know. You're taking your advice.
But that could be a real island somewhere. You just don't know.
look it up. We're east of Maine. You'll see it, Prince Edward Island.
Because princes, that's what happens when you become a prince. They give you an island, right? It's not like part of the deal there. You're anointed a prince and you get an island.
I keep hoping so. I'm only oh boy.
So I gotta check my turkey legs.
Oh, Nikes.
Only,
What else we got? Banners.
I gotta check my turkey legs.
Banner.
Yeah, I gotta plug in. Plug in. My phone's going dead.
I need to get dogs on.
Having a good time, Pickle?
It's for the. I always have a good time. I don't
I'm talking about myself. I'm having a very good time. Thanks.
always have fun. I told you not to join in. I told you it's a train wreck of a mess. And it always is, man. It's usually worse than this. Don't get me wrong. This is actually people are well behaved.
You know what? You know what, bro? This is not a train wreck. This is people talking from different areas of the world, getting to know each other, getting to have a good laugh, right?
Who said the promised socialism? Nope.
So my turkey legs are about 135.
For sure. 135. What do you take them to? Are they already smoked? Or are you smoking them?
So they're in my Traeger. They've been in the Traeger almost an hour and a half. I brined them overnight, and I actually found the brine by Daddy Cooks, and he used sugar and garlic and salt brine. And so I'm giving it a shot. I actually mixed up some sugar with some garlic salt and rosemary, fresh rosemary springs, and
you use
you know,
sugar, salt, some I normally throw in like black peppercorns, rosemary is real good. Throw in like a little bit of garlic, citrus.
I forgot the peppercorn.
Yeah.
And Sassy even mentioned it last night. She's like,
Dude,
"Did you get peppercorn?" I said, "Oh, go ahead." I said, "It's in the fridge. Go ahead, throw some in."
depends on which way you want to go, but garlic, ginger is also real good. But yeah, for a simple brine, that's like totally fine.
I guess there's some people that you go to some
A couple in the freezer.
fairs or some carnivals and they sell turkey legs and they're
Yep.
brined a certain way or they have a certain kind of taste. I've never tasted a carnival turkey leg before.
Big time. They have them all over the place around there. Like any kind of like carnival or fair event or whatever else, they're always like checking out like smoked turkey legs.
Yeah.
I have a whole berry in the freezer somewhere. I'm glad you reminded me. I should probably do this up at some point.
What's that shirt say? Straight out of quarantine. You guys are still quarantined up there?
Everyone's in quarantine.
No, I don't think so. I don't wear I don't do the mask thing. I mean, we only have a population of 150,000 here, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, you're on an island too, so.
Yeah, we shut it down for about 4 months. Nothing coming across the bridge or on the ferries. It was kind of like our own personal moat, like a castle. Yeah, we didn't let that shit in. I think we only had 21 cases of COVID. So I mean, we're doing all right. I know you guys are hurting down there, and stay safe and everything. And
Hey, Kevin, I'm not monetized because I don't have a freaking watch hours, man. Because I need to put up some videos. All my other my previous videos for the past 2.5 years are like falling off the end of the 365-day chain. If I had the funny thing is when I started YouTube, they changed the rules so many times, right, Todd? And Todd. I don't know which Todd. Todd, dude. Whatever, close enough. But when I first started out, doing actually putting up a video, it was a little over 2 years ago. It was 1,000 subscribers and then 1,000 watch hours, and then they changed that come Seven. It was like 7, 8 months later to 4K watch hours. 4K watch hours is not easy unless you get like a video that's gonna hit.
No, you just spam the heck out of Facebook, man. You post your video link everywhere.
I don't do that though, man. Yeah.
Well, it's not really spamming, because you're reaching out to people that want to see barbecue.
Yeah.
They just don't know it yet.
Yeah. Be like, hey, look here. I'm like, yeah, all right.
But there's a lot of
How to do this stuff.
there's a lot of barbecue and different kind of outdoor cooking channels on groups on Facebook.
True.
Literally thousands. Some of them, a lot of them are small, but I try to join just the ones that are above 5,000 members, ones that have been around a while. And they're even for the Oklahoma Joe's and other grills, they each have different owners groups.
Yeah.
So every implement I have, every piece of gear from Traeger to Yoder,
Yeah.
I'm a member of a couple of their groups on Facebook. And so if I cook something on a Yoder or a Traeger, I share it with that particular group. And same with Weber, And the links don't go anywhere if you think about it. They stay there for a long, long time. So,
True.
people look for certain content and, it just,
Yeah, true.
as long as you follow the rules of that group and the moderators are good with it, I always check, I try, sometimes it's just there's a lot of people that do spam, and I try to only post a link to a video in a group where it's appreciated, so it just takes a moderator to tell me one time, hey, don't do that. And we don't want your post here. And I'm like, okay, see you later, or maybe they just want a photo, right?
Yeah. Like
So
Instagram or whatever else.
because they say that there's no secrets in barbecue, right?
Sure.
So how are you going to keep a secret if you don't go out there and share it, and the opposite of no secrets in barbecue means sharing it everywhere you can. That's the way I look at it.
True.
So
Yeah, that's a good point.
but you'll notice your watch hours will increase dramatically if you just share the links in different social media platforms more often.
There's one thing I noticed that chefs do not want to share nothing. Barbecuers will share everything. They'll let you know how to, do certain things, how to cook certain things. But chefs,
True.
and I mean,
Wait, who?
you're dealing with food.
Chef?
Oh, well, chefs, like I said, you're dealing with food, but chefs will not give you any information. No, I mean, they have their skill. They will not let you know how to do something properly. Even chef to chef, they won't even do it. Now, as a barbecuer, I mean, you guys have a community where you're helping each other out. I mean, it's true. It's a craft. It's a way of cooking, smoking. Smoking is something that I tell you, it is something you got to do for many years to actually be a good. If you're going to be, I mean, if you're going to be a person just all of a sudden buying one of these smoking grills and think you're going to be able to smoke something, yeah, you got to realize, no, that's not the way it is. It's going to take you a while to master it, and they don't know the heat. They don't know, that people are. It's funny. Some of the cases I get, and I listen to them, I'm just like, oh my God, you have to look at it from my end. Like sometimes it's hilarious, because they've never smoked in their life and they don't know what they're doing. And you try to walk them through it. And it's like, okay, the grill is working fine, but you just don't know how to smoke. You know what I mean? And that's why it's very important for you guys to be online to help them out and, show them how to do the smoke,
I mean, like, the thing to me is like, like wherever there's heat, I can cook. I don't much care where it comes from. Like some are better than others. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, wherever there's heat, I can cook. I've been cooking I'm relatively old. little bit older than Todd, or I don't even know what his name is.
I'm 53.
Yeah, so I'm in between you guys. All right,
Phil keeps me young.
so I'm in between the Todds. But I've been cooking my entire life, and I've been like cooking on everything under the sun, and you name it. Like, I've had like Weber's growing up, like, the point I could possibly ever remember, and like cooked on like every single like indoor stuff. I've worked in restaurants. I've done it all. I mean, I wish I'd gone in the restaurant business, but that's like kind of a burnout business unless you go in like business making a restaurant after a while. But I didn't. But yeah, you know what you're doing. That's what I was saying. Like the OK Joe, like the DLX, Ryder DLX. If I didn't know what I was doing, I would immediately return that thing. On the plus side, actually know what I'm doing and like actually know what to do. As to how to like figure out what's going on and see what's happening, and even if the new parts come in and don't work out, I still know how to tweak it. I've done it enough times and like I know where to put things. I know how to organize things. I know how to do a biscuit test and figure out where everything's like. All right, these are hot parts. These are not hot parts, and set up like multiple temp probes. But for somebody new to the game, man alive, like, you'd be buried. But yeah, so I mean, it's a matter of like trying to teach new people at the same time, trying to make people like excited and interested in what stuff you're doing as well. It's a tough gig doing YouTube because I see all sorts of people doing like, oh, beginner this, beginner that, beginner everything else. Sure, that works, but are you gonna watch a recipe, a personality, or are you gonna watch like beginner, like I don't know how to like boil water or make a rib or something else like that. So, I mean, it's always a balance. Like it's literally always a balance making a video. Like, all right, how much do people know? And like I try to walk through kind of every single step along the way and say like, all right, here's what I'm doing. Because I keep thinking like eventually one day, as opposed to binging with Babish, will actually watch my videos and learn how to cook and learn what I did. But
Yeah.
I have got to answer the door and feed the dogs because the dogs are like starving to death. I shall be back in a couple of minutes.
Rock and roll.
You guys can hang out, disappear, whatever you want. I'll keep this going for a little while longer. But yeah.
Yeah, Todd and I will talk. You know.
Right.
If you want to talk to me, I don't know.
You guys can talk.
Yeah. Did someone watch that UFO video yet?
She did actually. Yeah, she did. Rhonda, here. I'll hand the reins over to Rhonda. Why?
So
Why not? He wants to know about the UFO.
The Nimitz encounters. What did you think of that?
This is a bit like, can we get a better angle on this?
Like what? What do you?
I did see that video. They released that not that long ago, right? And that was the big disclosure that the government admitted that they're
Yeah.
real. That was
Yeah.
just what
It was a few
after
years ago.
COVID broke out, and nobody really paid attention. But yeah, I've been
Yeah, it's
following that.
and apparently, apparently there's some similar happenings on the East Coast.
Yeah.
And but the one that happened here in SoCal was pretty compelling because it had so many people involved, so many people that admitted it. Even the Department of Defense released the videos and said that they don't know what it is and they don't know what it was.
Yeah.
And so it makes you wonder. There are definitely some high performance vehicles doing something,
There was
And,
an incident up here, not on PEI, but Nova Scotia, because I live like there's a bridge between the two from Nova Scotia to PEI. There's the Confederate Bridge, they call it.
Mm.
But down Nova Scotia, there's an incident called Shag Harbor that happened in 1965 that they call Nova Scotia's Roswell. And there's documents, there's like they released the classified documents on that a long time ago, but the Navy chased, I don't know if it was one or two something. They thought a plane crashed, and all the fishermen seen it down there, and they all got on their boats and went out because they were sure it was a plane crash. Something crashed, but it went under the water, and there was Navy everywhere, and they tracked it for, I think, almost 2 weeks in 1965. But I've just been following that stuff forever. But I did do that.
Canadian Navy?
What?
The Canadian Navy or the U.S. Navy?
I'm
Which Navy?
assuming it was the Canadian Navy, yeah.
And it was called what?
Shag, SHAG.
Oh,
Shag
Shag Harbor.
Incident, 1965. Yeah, there's a documentary made about it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just always, and I did take a picture one night. I didn't see it. I was at a blues concert, and I was just taking pictures of the moon, drunk. And when I got home, I put them on the computer. Well, I did get something, but I didn't know it was there with my naked eye. But there's 3 lights, all in a line. That it's just, it wasn't a plane. It's too, anyway, it was crazy. And I thought, oh my God, I got a picture. It was nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of unexplained stuff that people see in the sky and everything. And
they say it's us or some other country, but our bodies aren't made for that velocity. To be able to turn on a 90-degree angle.
That we know about. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they can condition the cockpits to withstand it, so we don't turn to jello. But I don't know.
Yeah. Well, a lot of theories are that they're just hyper performance drones, and it's why the U.S. Air Force is going to have the next generation of fighter is going to either be unmanned or a combination of manned or capable of being unmanned, because the limiting factor for maneuvering is you have a human in the cockpit, and if you have a drone fighter, it could do so much more than the human can tolerate. And but to think that the advanced countries of the world aren't developing super high performance drones in secrecy would be naive. I think they are.
There's all kinds of things linked to Hitler back in the day, and those.
Yeah, they were working on some stuff. They couldn't make it happen, but that stuff could have easily been pushed underground. They could, because look, the stealth fighter was being flown for 10 years before they ever revealed it, and all that junk. So who's to say they don't have some high performance reconnaissance drones that are just so maneuverable, and they use a propulsion system that is so crazy that they have to strangle the existence of it because it would just be earth shattering. Literally, it'd be like,
nobody would listen to the government anymore. Chaos.
It'd be worse than if a UFO landed on the planet and said, "Take me to your leader," because then other people would demand the technology, and there's been wars fought over minerals. In Japan, World War II, they wanted oil.
In San Francisco years ago, there was document, and it was the military again shooting at something in San Francisco.
San Francisco, like what?
I don't know what they call it. It's San Francisco. It happened like in the early 60s or late 50s or something. Way back when. It's black and white footage that they have of this object that they all opened fired on in San Francisco.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember. what it's called exactly. Like I've just watched every single thing I could ever find out or see about it, and then all meshed together. So, but you said you were down there, and I just kind of associated that with being close to a desert, but maybe you're not. I don't know.
Well, I sometimes go to work in the desert.
And you said military base, and I thought, oh, I wonder if you ever seen anything.
Well, I did 20 years in the Navy, and then I still work for the Navy as a civilian, so that's my real job.
You said that, and I thought,
But I'm not in any boogaloo stuff or any secret stuff. But
yeah.
I don't think they could hide it. I don't think they could hide it. If there was ever some kind of a Martian landing on the face of the earth, they could not hide that. It would just be, I mean, look, Nancy Pelosi gets her hair cut and it's worldwide news.
Yeah.
Even you guys know about it. I mean, who cares? I mean, literally, who cares if Nancy Pelosi freaking got a haircut? But that's an example that if something like they thought that an alien really legitimately touched down this planet, it would not be on the fringes of crazy websites you've never heard of. It would be front page Fox News, CNN.
But it has made the Fox News. It has made front page, the Arizona Lights.
Oh yeah, little snippets. That one goes to me. I've seen a lot of flares, and I don't know why. I mean, I know people have said that flares and the local bases deny operating aircraft at the same time, but they can deny anything they want. Those are flares. They had.
How could all those flares? You watch the videos then of the home videos taken, not just what media or how they portrayed it, but
yeah.
You're telling me that all these flares fell in the total synchronicity at the same time, burning at the same intensity.
Yeah.
And didn't continue to fall. They drifted forward.
So they're in the airstream, and the airstream, everything in the same air mass moves together relative to each other. And if a training mission for the Air Force is classified to begin with, then they're not going to say whether they had aircraft there or not.
No.
But why? So I saw those videos. So why wouldn't someone that was much closer to the origin of those flares be videotaping it as well? If it was so unusual, I saw there was at least 20 miles of city lights between that point of view and the flares. Why didn't anyone else capture it? Why is it so far away that it appears from that angle, questionable? Why wasn't there someone right underneath it with their phone pointing straight up and seeing a saucer? I mean, I don't get it, but to me, I've seen lots of flares come out of aircraft in my active duty years. And to me, that just looks like another flare show, not flare show, but, and now with these hyper fighters designing, I was just mentioning the next, type of fighter is going to be unmanned. They're testing all that stuff, and the F-35, the Raptor, the F-22, they can do really unusual attitudes as they're flying. They can almost go backwards sometimes, and then they shoot out flares. And so from the ground and the distance, when your depth perception is really taxed, you may see something that looks unusual, but to people that have seen it, like I've seen flares a million times, that's just all it looked to me. It was like flares. But yeah, I don't know. That's my 2 cents. But I don't know. We'll see. Spock is real. Spock lives. Well, he died, but
more.
He moved on
Remember
to another.
Robin Williams?
All this talk about flares, Pickle. Do you need an igniter?
Plenty of ignition here. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I don't do much barbecuing. Sorry, guys. I did buy a charcoal barbecue this year. I'm afraid of fire.
That's like the thing. Like growing up, like playing with fire and everything else, you'll figure out the boundaries.
And I burn fucking everything. Sorry.
Oh, well, I'll do that.
I do. I do that.
But on the plus side, that makes you about 90% of like backyard barbecuers, where you
You
go
make me hungry then.
party and you go like have some sort of gathering and it was like, hey man, those burgers are real good.
Good food.
You got to burn some to get some.
No, they are not good.
That's me. That's me and my barbecue skills.
Got people doing ribs in like 30 minutes. I'm like, no.
How long does it take?
Man, it depends. I mean, you can go hot and fast
3 to 4.
too, but yeah, about like average is about 4 hours.
Yeah, I've discovered I've got it down to 4. I've tried those 8-hour long ribs, and they,
Yeah.
they'll fall apart. They'll taste like candy. Just they have a different consistency. But
Depends,
if you
depends on
still want that pork flavor and some good smoke, 4 hours is probably your average.
what,
What do you think, Pickles?
I like about 4.5 hours, like maybe 5 depending. But man, like I mean, the thing is like the funny thing is like, all right, 3 things. Here, I'll mention 3 things. I don't know what the third is, but I'll figure it out. So like start your ribs. Do not do the 3-2-1 method. I beg you, unless you like fall off the bone ribs. Like if you like fall off the bone, I don't know what to do.
Doing, mommy.
Freaking dog. There's Deb.
And some bite
Yeah.
is like, hey, what's going on, Sassy? Some
Hey,
bite.
mommy.
Good thing it's not competition style. It's just good. Like if you like fall off your ribs, you might as well make like
That's our pet.
This is my child.
might as well make a sandwich.
Love her, mommy.
I had a ginormous dog. It's still hanging out with a little dog. But yeah, if you do 3-2-1, like I don't know where that started. Do not do it.
I
Figure
don't even understand what you're telling me.
it's gonna be. Watch some videos. Figure out like what's going on.
Is what? Smoking? Oh.
Do your ribs and check them. Like I mean, if you like fall off the bone, like knock yourself out. You can do whatever the crap you want. But if you want like clear bite through, like 4.5, 5 hours most.
Away.
Burn the ribs out of
The second
I've never had a single rib in your life.
Yeah.
And they always turn out great.
Yeah.
And I've made them
Look
for
for consistency,
everything.
texture.
Hey, what's going on, Jeff?
He's
You
talking
know,
about
a lot of people don't
he's trying to get it.
they don't go by consistency or texture. They don't even know that trick where you skewer it and it should feel like cold peanut butter. They don't even understand the concept. They like you said, they might blindly do 3-2-1 thinking, oh, that's the recipe.
Yeah,
It
sure.
might be more of a concept. I mean, I look at that as just 3 phases. First phase is to smoke. Second phase is to wrap if you want. And then the third phase is just to, for whatever period of time, glaze them and let them set up. But there's no time associated with that.
Yeah, there's no time.
But there are like phases. So,
Hobo was in the house. I have to take a second or two. I'm like, hey, Hobo. He said,
babe, I need paper towels.
said howdy, whatever. I ain't gonna
I
repeat.
just spilled a beer. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, man.
It's alcohol abuse where we come from. We disagree with that behavior. Alcohol abuse.
I don't know. And then like people started getting the like whole comp style way of doing ribs. I did too. And like I'll do it like that. Like to be honest with you, I'll do it that way sometimes. Depends on who I'm cooking for. But like so comp style involves like wrapping with like butter, brown sugar, and like powder, like honey powder, whatever else, and just like wrap them up. Throw on some like I don't know, Sweet Baby Ray's. Everyone's like happy as a clam.
Yeah.
People love it. I don't know what to say, But
So what do you do? You barbecue all the time and feed everybody? Is that what you do?
well, yeah, pretty much. I cook inside all the time too. Hey, what's going on, Todd? Yeah, I cook inside all the time too. I cook like nonstop. Like I keep saying, and a lot of these people don't agree. Where there's heat, I can cook. Most of these guys are like, "Oh yeah, if it's not outside, if it's not on the barbecue, I can't do it." I'm like, I can. Cooking like indoors and outdoors and everywhere else doors. As long as there's heat, I can cook. Doesn't matter to me. I really don't give a crap.
I was thinking of doing a, everybody's doing smash burgers once in a while, and I'm going to do a caveman smash burger, and I'm going to use a rock to smash
Those are the
it
biggest
instead of
turkey legs I've ever seen.
a.
Well, Renaissance Fair usually has them, but that's huge.
Deb says those are the biggest turkey legs she's ever seen.
Those are decent sized ones.
They're big. They're huge.
You don't even see any turkey legs. Why? I don't like it.
I plan on having that video out.
Um,
Well, I'll walk out there in a little bit anyway.
Yeah.
In about 15 minutes, I have to get back to my video. I am making a video, so I gotta
Oh, nice.
gotta do some stuff. But no, they're big. They're, I don't know, they're about that big. Yeah,
straight off the farm.
they're giant. No, we have in Oxnard we have a large Hispanic population, so there's a lot of carnicerias around, and carniceria is Spanish for butcher shop, meat market, and they have huge turkey legs. And
That's a big bird.
I mean, big. I'm thinking 5 pounds at least.
Well, we're gonna volley all night anyway because we got nothing to do on the island, and Todd doesn't cook. So I want to see.
Oh.
So we got
Crazy. You can't have a smoker where you live.
What? What?
No, I'm saying it's crazy. You can't have a smoker or a barbecue where you live. And he's a rep for Oklahoma Joe's.
I know, but he lives in a building that's like an apartment complex with balconies off of it.
They don't even allow smoke.
Yeah, I'm not even supposed to be smoking on the deck. It's a smoke-free environment.
like a park. Pull it out.
There's smoke pops here.
No, last day from Lassie's, I don't know what his channel is called. Lassie's Barbecue or some such thing. He ended up moving into like an apartment building, and he ends up like either using like a Weber Go Anywhere, or ends up going down to the park. Like he lives in Sweden.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, he's a cool dude. And there's 3 Todds now. So there's Todd, and then we got Dad Incredible Todd in here too.
Wow. It's a popular name for
Hey,
him.
Hey, guess what? My name was like
we're all pit masters.
if my mom had had her chance to name me, guess what her name for me was?
Pickles?
Tony.
Tony? Todd.
No way.
Or Charles Lester Baker.
There's another Tony here somewhere, but I can't see him.
No, it's just we
Buttercup.
don't have the other ones.
So really, you would have been a Charles?
Is there another?
Me?
Well, Charles, you are Charles.
Yeah, I'm Charles.
Okay, Charles.
My dad named me, so I'm the third. But if my mom had named me, I would have been Todd.
Are you serious?
I couldn't even say
Yeah.
it.
Sure. I would have been
You poor bastard.
Todd.
No, you're Charles. You could have been a Todd.
Okay, I'm being attacked by dogs here. Sorry.
You have more than one?
Yeah, 2.
Oh, do you? 2 babies.
little dudes.
Yeah, babies. Yeah, I don't know about babies.
So those Mexicans or whatever, is that all they grow is turkeys, or do they have?
Oh no, they have a huge poultry section,
Get all
chicken, turkey, and all kinds.
All right, now
And
it's
it's loaded. I mean,
now it's 3:30.
oh,
Cheers.
Chihuahuas.
David.
Is that what it is? 3:30 there. Oh my God, it's almost bedtime here.
Yeah, they're on
Oh no, actually it's 5.
they're on Prince Albert Island.
Are they really?
Edward.
Friends,
Get
Prince
it right.
Edward.
Get it right out, eh?
The great
Prince
white
Edward
north.
Island.
Take
I know,
off
okay.
and pickle.
And it's shaped like
Get it up
yeah, you look it up.
PEI.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
it's pretty here in the summer. In the winter, it's like Siberia.
8 feet of snow.
Yeah.
They were a
wow.
week or two shy.
So that helps when you live in a complex. Someone else clears the snow,
Right.
and
Right.
does all the things on the roof and everything.
That can get really expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible here.
Yeah. That's when I would probably barbecue more, because in the winter, no one's outside looking for smoke.
So, Charles is in Colorado. You are in the desert-ish up around
No.
San Francisco.
No, I'm in Ventura County. I'm along the coast, north of LA.
Okay.
Coastal Ventura County, which is south of Santa Barbara, north of Santa Monica, kind of in between.
Okay. Yeah. It's funny that we all had to learn the layout of the states. We had to learn all that, and you guys are.
There's, I'll tell you,
We
there.
learned about Canada too. You know, you got Montana, then the North Pole,
Yeah,
Right.
and in between is Canada.
yeah.
And we all live in igloos.
Yeah,
What
that's what we learned.
to do? Nothing. It's like essentially, like for the U.S., it's like northern Mexico. Nobody learns anything about Canada or Mexico.
You know, I thought it was funny.
These places out there.
You know, I heard that in Alberta, Canada, they look at Montana as their Tijuana.
Probably. They probably do.
I heard that from another Canadian up in Waterton Parks, their park in Canada. There's a barbecue joint
Weird.
there in Waterton called Mountain Grill or something like that.
Mountain Grill. No.
Yeah, Mountain Grill. Well, anyway, it's in Waterton Park. I got a barbecue call video I did, and they're only open in 3 months in the summer, because then the rest of the time that whole town's under snow.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Miles of it.
Yeah.
Good barbecue though. The guy's got a Southern Pride pit out back, rotisserie on a trailer, and he smokes brisket and stuff. It's good stuff right there, you know, in Canada.
I'll tell you. I mean, like, so one of the I have 2 weird stories about Canada or Canada. One I won't tell.
Okay.
Is like I went to Google headquarters, right? And so they have this like revolving 3D map of the world, and all it's crazy time, and all the searches that are coming from my Google, and so you can see like
Crazy.
bright lights in certain areas, and it's like kind of
Yeah, we're all in blackness.
yeah. Well, along the border, like you guys are like there's a whole ton of people like right along the border, but otherwise it's just like dim.
Yeah.
And then you got the U.S., which is like, you know,
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen those things myself. Yeah.
India and whatever else. Just bogger down.
A lot of activity along the coastline.
My other story is like not appropriate for anyone.
Oh, that barbecue joint is called Trapper's Mountain Grill. That's what it's called, Trapper's Mountain Grill. I was time delayed there.
They have the cutest
My
little
memory.
restaurant. It's so cute in there.
Sunny.
Better memory than memory.
Yeah, I know. I know. I got them to explain to me because they're so bright down there, and we're
We're in the fucking dark.
in the Great White North, eh?
Take off, take off, you hoser.
You losers, eh?
Take off.
I'm gonna
you guys
sneak out onto the deck and smoke.
The best
Yeah.
place to do these live streams are in front of a window or something, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it wouldn't make it.
You get
wouldn't
that
make
natural
Then
light.
it'd be really ugly.
it wouldn't make a difference, guys, because it's fucking dark here.
Oh,
Yeah, it's dark. It's dark. It gets dark around 8:30 our time, which is probably 8:30. You're in California. You're 4 hours behind us. So 8:30. Well, actually, it'd be 4:30. That's where we're at. I can show you outside. It's pitch black out there.
oh, you're even farther east because you're kind of out in the Atlantic, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're in the
Yeah.
Atlantic. That's
Yeah.
where we're at. Yeah.
But
You guys
But-
remember where Swiss Jet went down off of Halifax, off the coast? They're back in. It was on fire, and then it just plunged into the Atlantic Ocean. It's about 2 hours away from me, where that
Yeah.
happened. Yeah, so
don't know that one.
No,
Ah.
that was tragic.
that was foggy days, eh, Pickle?
Yeah. Bubbles and Cherry. What is
But
it?
anyway, yeah.
John Cherry.
But, we're
But hey, guys,
way east. I mean,
gotta
we're on the other
go,
side of the continent.
Pickles, get back to my cook. And nice chatting with you guys.
All right,
I'll
brother.
stay in there. Have a great weekend. I got to just finish. I got to do some B-roll and some other video production kind of junk.
Cool.
But and if you guys are still online when I'm done, I'll come on back in and share some turkey with you.
I'm not doing an epic seminar.
All
I ain't doing that this time. I promise.
right, guys. Nice meeting you, Todd.
All right, same to you, Todd.
Charlie, we'll see you later and enjoy the UFO movie link that I gave you.
Well, Rhonda will.
All right, Rhonda.
Rhonda's right into that, so she'll enjoy it. And thanks for sending that. You know,
All right,
glad
guys.
you got to meet my cousin. You know,
See you later.
all right.
Later, Todd.
Take care, man.
Good luck with that.
You gonna stay on, Pickle, or are you gonna call her quits?
Man, I don't know. I only got 8 people on, so I may call it a day. This one's been a real slow one. That's what it is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's the week that a lot of schools are starting and stuff like that. And parents are kind of doing other things, this, that, and the other thing. But well, I'll stay on as long as you're on, buddy.
I'll stay on for a bit longer.
Yeah.
Anyone has any questions for the rep from, I'm pumping you as a rep now for Oklahoma Joe's or myself, do let us know.
This should be fun.
Uh,
Thanks, Pickle.
like, what,
I'll probably lose my job over this.
all right, here's a question. Have you cooked on like every single Oklahoma Joe there is?
Have I cooked on every one of them? No. No, I can honestly say, and I'm going to be honest with you, no, I haven't. I've used the Longhorns and I've used the reverse Longhorn, but I've not used a pellet grill.
Oh yeah.
I do not have one, so you know, it's kind of weird when people call me and ask me how to fix it, and you know, deep down I know I haven't cooked on it, but I know how to fix it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
So
Like I was figuring like because if you're doing like tech support or something like that, I'd figure to have to like be involved in that whole thing. And how do they go about like I don't know if that gets into like guidelines or anything else, but like how do they go about like testing out grills? So say they're going to come out with a new grill or something like that, all right? How do they go about like testing it? Is it like all internal, or like do they?
basically, our grills are all designed and tested with our engineers. And before it even is available to the customers, what we do is we put it through a thorough testing. But that testing, especially with a, let's say for instance, a pellet grill, it's tested with our pellets.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
And some of the problems we see is people, they buy our grills, but they buy competition pellets, you know, they buy other pellets from other companies, so
Yeah.
forth and so on. But you know what? We don't void their warranty like other companies do when they use another pellet. And that's one thing, like we allow you to, you know, try a different pellet and
Yeah.
but if you get a jam, we'll walk you through it, and then we'll ask you if you have issues, you know, what pellet did you use? But from what you were asking me there, and basically it's all done through engineering, and it's all tested with our pellets and our charcoal and our everything else, and not other companies' products. So basically, what happens is
Yeah.
it's from our testing team, and and sometimes, you know, during the process, you do get a dud, you know, and then we appreciate the information that you guys can give us, you know, to make the grill better.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Do you so you actually don't test in the field or anything else? It's like all in the like kind of a sterile, like we're gonna test this with what we have here versus like sending them out to people.
You mean like, do we send it out to individuals to test it for a while and then get a feedback and then actually make it available to everybody else? Is that what you're saying, Pickle?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. You know what? I don't have the proper answer on that one, but you know what? I will look into it for you and see if we actually do that. And I would recommend a new product coming out going to you. All right.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Like, so I figured, like, I mean, it's a lot harder when you're a manufacturer, and I've dealt with a bunch of manufacturers as well. So it's a lot harder to change that line versus doing, say, software or web design or whatever else.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is a heck of a lot easier to beta test and send it out. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see you guys expand into doing like at least some like early model. Like it'd be a nightmare and a half because like I mean I've signed NDAs on the Sun. I've seen, and I won't break it, but I've seen other people break NDAs and things leak out and everything else. So
yeah.
I mean, of course, there's like leaks here and there and everywhere else, but I still think it'd be a good idea for those manufacturers to like put like early prototypes into the hands of people and say like, hey, what do you like about this? What do you not like about it?
Exactly.
Or at least invite them in and have a cookout on the yard with like, bring your own pellets, bring your own like wood, bring your like, or we'll provide you with like all this random, all this random stuff, and like we'll just see what we do and see how.
And I agree with you 100% on that, Pickle. And before we actually make the product available to everybody else, I think we should have a number of individuals that should test it for a few months and see what the hell, if there's any glitches or if there's any issues with it, and and then get back to us. And we should, instead, like same as a car. I mean, you don't want to put a car on the road that all of a sudden it steers to the ditch and then kills a bunch of people. You know what I mean? And it's the same with a grill. I mean, you don't want to put something out there that is all of a sudden going to go crap on you, and you know what I mean? So I really understand what you're saying with that part of it.
Yeah, I mean, even Weber had the same issue when they just entered into the pellet grill market. They've been doing grills for like forever a day, However, they jump into the Pellegro market and boom, all of a sudden you get these like, man, this thing blows up and there's all this stuff going on. So,
Yeah.
and they weren't ahead of the game on that point.
Yeah.
So they were falling behind the game. Like they invited some people in to cook in their controlled environment. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's
Like-
like important to like put stuff out and be like, hey, you guys are influencers and like, hey, what do you guys think about this stuff? Like we're not gonna like cook in a laboratory and do all that. Because you can cook anything in a laboratory and be like, all right, this is awesome. But if you
Yeah.
cook at home and have like a million different variables, it's not easy. Don't get me wrong. Same thing with like software or hardware, whatever else. But and it's not easy. But people need to start doing that. Grill manufacturers need to start playing into like, hey man, and like there's this whole social media that's happening. And I think Traeger's real good at it to some degree. At like they're pretty good at like, all right, there's social media, it's happening, and we're gonna get involved in the whole thing. Weber's not. Oklahoma Joe maybe or maybe not. Not 100% sure, but and then a whole bunch are like hit and miss and whatever else. It's a tough game and a different game, and they need to start playing that game.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with you 100%. You know, like it's very competitive, and like I said, you can't be.
Is it
I mean, and all it takes is one guy to get on the bandwagon on Facebook and say, "Hey, this grill is shit," you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like, and I get calls all the time, and they say, "I seen this review on Facebook, or I seen it on the internet. They're saying there's problems with this, there's problems with that," and I have to kind of more or less talk to them and just say, "Hey, listen, you know what? Just because this guy had a problem, it doesn't mean that all the girls are plagued with this issue, you know." And I had a guy there 2 days ago on Friday, and I swear you, he was the worst customer from hell. I mean, I was ready to quit. He went up one side and down the other. But you know what? I dealt with it. I did the best I could,
Sure.
and you know, that's with any other product. You just have to kind of, if you buy a product from us, we're going to fix it for you. All right. Like I said to you, Pickles, like if you have an issue, our warranty is top notch. If you have a problem with any grill, or anyone that's listening, we're top notch. We're going to fix it for you. All right.
I agree.
And that's where we're at. Like we don't sell you a grill and then walk away from you. We wait for the phone call and we're going to fix it for you.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's some people who will have problems, never dial in or whatever else, and I get that. Like they won't call in and it's like, this thing's a piece of junk or whatever, regardless of what you're doing. Like, I mean, like apples to pears and whatever else. Like you do anything under sun, people are like, I don't like this. So I either throw it away or, in the case of a grill like this, they'll probably turn it back in. But yeah, but what you want is like immediate feedback from your customers as like, hey man, this thing is working out real well. Hey, I got this, and it's like working out better. And I don't know, it's weird. I used to do tech support like a very long time ago for a scanner company, right? And then ended up like writing the drivers for scanners and everything else. But ended up doing tech support like shortly after I was like, wow, that was early on. But it was all hardware. And so we had hardware coming in from China, and we used to have to like test the hardware and everything else and see how it was working and all that stuff. And then, man, we had the resources to actually test like the user interface, software, and all that stuff. And like I say, I wrote I was busy writing like drivers for that thing as well as like as well as dealing with that stuff. But yeah, we had some massive problems. It was a small company, but some huge problems like dealing with like different issues. And I was like, all right, we can't test every. It was like 30 people at the time. Can't test every single configuration under the sun. And I was like, can't test what you're doing exactly. However, in retrospect, we should have sent out like a whole ton of them, because you'll be fine if you send out a whole ton of those things. Hey, hold on, Kevin, I'll add you in a second. We had sent out a whole ton of those things, and people like, I mean, it's the same thing people do with rubs. It's a lot cheaper, but if we'd sent out like 100 or so, to just random places, random people with random computers and everything else, and gotten that feedback from them, it would have saved like a whole bunch of money in the long term. For Texas, having to send stuff out, shipping is not cheap. Like, I mean, we sent out all sorts of different parts and pieces and stuff. So yeah, it was wild.
Yeah, it's it's not easy for stuff. I mean, like,
Yeah, not. I mean, you're talking about like a $700 grill versus, I mean, the scanners we sent out were about like $2-3 bucks.
yeah. Well, exactly. I mean, our grills are a lot cheaper than the other pellet grills. Yeah, Oh, we got Kevin on there. Kevin Nash.
What's going on, Kevin? You're in the dark at this point.
Yeah, I just set my phone down and I'll be right there. I got something. I got something to do. Oh, there we go.
That sounds familiar. How about you, Pickle?
You got brisket. Beef trap brisket. Very nice, very nice.
Yeah, I was gonna try another probe test here and check out this flat. The flat was still tough an hour ago, so.
No, he and I have no idea. He's checking his temp.
Can we get takeout?
Yeah. Rhonda wants to know if she can have takeout.
Yeah. Order to Canada.
You guys deliver
We're at 206 in the point, and this flat is probing. After I get through the paper, not too bad. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'll just let it rest in the oven, I guess, an hour or two.
Let it set fire out. I mean, how big is it?
Yeah, I got tired of having it outside, so I brought it inside and finished it in the oven. An hour or so. At almost 300 to hurry it up. It's nice and juicy. So hopefully it just works out.
Let it rest for like let it rest for a good couple hours at the very least.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just leave the oven off and let it set for a couple hours.
Chuck in wrap it up in a towel or something. Or cover it.
Yeah, I'll put some foil over it maybe, I don't know.
Cooking
Looks good
is
to me.
so complicated, man.
I guess I could take it out of the paper and let the bark. Take it out of the paper and let the bark firm up.
Nah, don't do that. It'll be fine. I mean, you can let it burn for a couple of feet, but like just leave it in there, and then wrap it up in a towel or something.
Yummy. I used about 5 or 6 chunks of hickory wood. Yeah, it'll be good.
Using
Where are you located, Kevin?
I'm in Michigan by Windsor.
Right on.
Yeah.
And he's drinking a Budweiser. Good for you. Join the crowd.
Yeah. They were the cheapest. 3 for $6. Yeah, I've been waiting. It was like an 11-pound brisket. I trimmed off almost 4 pounds, and this thing took 9.5, 10 hours.
What?
I hate when that happens. About 270, 275 ish. But I fell asleep. I went and took a nap after I put some more coals in the old slow and sear. I went and took a nap, and it was running at 260, 265 or whatever. And I woke up, and the temp was down to like 240. I said, I went out and checked it. And then I said, screw this. I'll just bring it in and finish it in the oven. So, yeah, it was running 270-ish.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
I had this one of those big rolls of 24 inch.
Or do you think it should be a little bit lower, over 8 hours?
Yeah, I had a big roll of peach butcher paper. I wanted to use some of that instead of the foil, and I've had it for a couple years now. It works good. I like it. I think I ordered it online a couple years ago. Haven't used it more. I know foil will about a little bit quicker on the cooking times than the paper will, but I like the bark.
Yeah,
help
true.
save it a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, you can actually use both too. You can then throw on some butcher paper and then throw on full roots. That works as well.
Yeah.
Bit more, but less. I don't know.
Yeah, I got the jumbo Weber, the 26-inch Weber, and the slow and sear 2 or whatever it is, the bigger one. I didn't use the water trough. I just used a big drip pan underneath it with some water. Works fine.
Yeah,
I got my TV on. I should turn my TV off.
I just do mine like on. I just do mine on. I've got a whole bunch of Weber kettles.
Yeah. I had a 1979 Weber kettle. I gave it to the neighbor. It's got the wooden handles on it. One of my neighbors didn't have a barbecue, so I gave him the old Weber kettle, and I went out and bought one of the bigger ones. It's fine for. I'm single, so I'm not cooking for a bunch of people. Works good for up to like 17-pound brisket, couple racks of ribs.
Yeah, for the
with the slow and sear or whatever. Yeah, works good. Pretty pleased with it. It's not a good seal around the lid though. I could have went in and put some sealant around the lid, but I didn't do that.
Yeah, I never.
So what I do is, I just close down the top vent a little more than you would normally if it had been sealed nicely. So it vents a little bit out around the lid. And I use the vent real open just a tiny bit. It's fine.
Yeah, it's more fun. Like I tend not to I don't add on like sealants and gaskets and all that crap for the most part.
Yeah.
I'm just not.
Yeah, you're never gonna get a perfect seal on a Weber kettle, but there's guys, they go out and buy that stuff, and put it on. You got to keep fiddling around with it, and
as long as you know the grill and as long as you know what you're cooking, you're in good shape. I don't have any issue with that whatsoever.
Yeah, we get a little bit of airflow around the lid. Doesn't seal good, so I just regulate the top vent a little bit lower than normal, so no big deal.
Got a ton of no big deal. And I had my Weber smoke van for 16 years. And then eventually upgraded the door. Was it last year, the year before? Got cave in bed with it. But I mean, that thing looked like it said. And it totally worked fine. Cooked for 15 years. 17.
What are they doing over there?
Sounds cool.
What kind of activity you doing back there? We can't see what you're doing.
Cool.
We couldn't see what you were doing. It sounded like you were having fun over there.
No, I was talking to my cousin. It's my birthday today, so we're just kind of
Oh
celebrating
yeah,
a little
happy
bit.
birthday.
My cousin came here over from another province. We're drinking a bunch of beer, having a good time, and so I just got.
You're 53 years old now?
Now I'm 50.
No, that's just
53. What the? Jesus Christ! I'm only 50. Don't put that 3 years on me. I'd be older than Pickle.
All right.
Oh,
You
that's
gonna
a big birthday. Usually people that have their 50th birthday will be out celebrating somewhere with the family and stuff.
COVID.
And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm with Pickles.
you gonna have cake and ice cream?
Oh yeah. The big 5-0.
And I got way too. Oh shit! I got way too much alcohol in the house. And it's gonna be a long freaking night. Yeah, as long as Pickle keeps me on, he might boot me out here.
Yeah, you guys were talking about Canada and the accent. People were saying something about the accents in Canada. You know, I live in Detroit area, and it's amazing that 10 miles away I can cross the Canadian Bridge, and all of a sudden the accents start up.
Yeah, that's right, eh?
The Michigan accent in the Upper Peninsula in Michigan is a little bit similar. Not quite as pronounced.
Maybe bail out.
You guys hear me?
6 people in here. And it was
I'm
very,
gonna turn.
very small crowd today, for whatever reason. Who knows? Not the normal craziness. Everyone's busy.
Yeah,
Last time I was in here, Pickles was getting pretty wasted.
I got a bit of it, but I can't hear them anymore.
I don't know. I'm not like, I wasn't getting as trash as other people. There were some other folks that were getting like bombed. No names mentioned. That's all good fun. I don't know. Guess I'll bail out.
Jay's Wrapping Barbecue. Hello, Jay's.
30-year. Nothing for you
He's
tonight.
got a tri-tip. Jay says he has a tri-tip and short ribs marinating for.
Can you hear me, Pickle?
What's that? Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, well, I can't hear you guys. Something happened with the phone there, so
Yeah, that does happen.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
figure this out.
that does happen for some reason. I don't know why. I've seen that happen before, though. Yeah.
Let me see if I can fix it.
Bail out unless anyone has any fascinating questions. I'm sorry if anybody fish taco. Fish tacos are real good. Hey, can you hear me, T-Rex? No, nothing. All right. It's not a bailout, man. Fish tacos are real good, Steven. Hopefully you videoed that thing. I have no idea. All right. Now we can't hear it all. All right. Well, we can't speak at all. One of the two. All right, people. Have a great birthday. I don't know if you can hear me. Todd number, I don't even know what at this point. I call you Todd number 1 because you're the first one to show up. But have a great birthday, and he's out. Oh, nice. All right, cool, Steven. All right. for us, right? Yeah, Stream. I don't know, Streamlabs or I don't know what it is, but one of those things dampers that stuff down. All right, later, y'all. Have a great weekend. Cook some stuff up. Do what you do. Pickles out.